Welcome back, everybody. We are on part two of episode 153, which means we are going to start talking about the hot tags of the week. We've got two things to talk about for Dixie Carter here, because fuck Dixie Carter, right? Let's make fun of her. One thing is,
Yeah.
when
Right in
they
the
did the
pussy.
Bound for Glory promotion, she decided that she was going to tweet James Storm's head inside of a typhoon and say, "The storm is coming." Real fucking nice.
That's
I don't get what the
stupid.
problem is. Did something happen?
I don't get what is up with Dixie Carter thinking that this kind of stuff is a good idea. I mean, it's funny, but it's funny for assholes like us. Not
No, but
somebody
I don't
who
know. Genuinely, did like something happen?
there was a typhoon that was supposed to be hitting, and it's supposed to be a really bad one. I don't know if it ended up being really bad or not,
I
but
never heard a single thing about it. I'm just like I saw her post it. And I'm like, storm.
yeah, so she took like what was supposed to be, this giant like wreck lots of families kind of a thing and made it like storm's coming, bound for glory. Watch out, Asians kind of a thing. And it's like, yeah, it's real fucking smart, Dixie. And then of course she deleted it and oh, I'm sorry about that. And in the
And by that
process,
time, 20 people have already cop screen capped it and put it
right.
online.
Yeah, and then when she was tweeting about like, oh, sorry, I was just supposed to be promoting James Storm, she tagged a fake James Storm Twitter account, and then she had to delete that and tweet again about it and get the right one. Like,
Fucking genius.
well, this genius has also promised another shocking announcement that's going to change the wrestling world, and
Oh my god!
Oh man, Tito Ortiz is gonna return.
The
so
perfect storm.
let's see. Realistically, every time that she's done this, it has been nothing. So, what is this big shocking announcement going to be? What's the most disappointing announcement that you can think of that could end up being true here? Because clearly she's not bringing CM Punk on board. She's not going to
That,
get Jim Ross to start announcing TNA stuff. She's not, partnering up with Shane McMahon. So, what is she doing? Is this going to be that she is signing, let's see, Yoshitatsu?
no, she is signing Alberto Del Rio. Is that it?
Oh, you know what?
That's probably it.
That's fucking probably it. I totally forgot about that. That is actually very plausible.
I
Wait,
forgot Del
oh,
Rio
oh wait.
existed.
I thought you. Oh, I thought it actually already happened.
Here's
I
the
thought she
thing
had
with
made the announcement. Shit. Oh, I
Here's
thought
the
this.
thing.
Oh.
Jarrett's tight with AAA. He's more likely going to sign for GFW than he is TNA.
I think Del Rio's a guy that he goes where the money is. I think if he had the opportunity to
And why the
rise,
fuck is he going to TNA then?
Yeah, so okay, so he's
I
going to GFW.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much money he's making in
He's going to
AAA.
Walmart.
No, he's going to Home Depot.
Man, yeah, Del Rio is probably the number one candidate right now. Outside of that, maybe that's their means of saying that they have announced Josh Matthews, since he's
Um,
part of their. Maybe they were going to
there's
bring Justin Roberts aboard because now another hot tag here, Justin Roberts fired from WWE.
which came really random because wasn't he announcing on Monday?
Yeah, they fired him at the end of the show.
That,
There's
that
a
I did.
couple of rumors going around now that he got in some kind of fight with Michael Cole, or not like a fight, like not like a fist fight, but like that he was seen, flipping him off, telling him "fuck you" kind
Yeah,
of a thing.
apparently at the show he was shouted something at Cole and flipped him off. Which is, if that's the case, then they should give him a raise.
So I don't think that would end up being really that big of a problem. I don't think he argues with Michael Cole, he tells him "fuck you," and then they fire him. Something had to have happened. Either
I don't know.
they just
Well, I
legitimately
read
didn't want to
something.
sign him
I
anymore.
read something else, and apparently he didn't get fired. His contract was up.
Yeah, they just didn't
They
renew
just
it.
didn't renew it, meaning, he's kind of a dick. It's not. Yeah, let's not renew it.
Right. That's probably the most likely thing.
Yeah, it was just a shame. I think Roberts was definitely the best announcer they had out of all of them.
A lot better than.
No, I doubt. I think Tony Chimmel and Lillian Garcia are several times better than him. I think he was one of the worst ones they had.
Really?
I
Man,
don't
Oh,
like.
what
I
about
do not like
JoJo?
Lillian.
JoJo is pretty good. I mean, well, Lillian's good when she doesn't fuck it up.
Can we just get Renee Young to do everything but commentary?
Just have her fucking wrestle. Jesus Christ, she could beat the streak.
I haven't really liked any of the announcers in a long time. Chimmel's not bad, but he's no Howard Finkel. And Lillian, man, I just don't like Lillian. It's not like something against her personally, but she's bland.
Yeah, I don't know. The thing is, Chimmel, he has a nice voice. It just
Except for when
doesn't
he's
sound.
saying rated R superstar.
Yeah.
Superstar.
I don't know. I like Chimmel. Lillian. I just didn't like. Usually for like the main event championship match. So usually the heavyweight championship. They'd always like wait till they're in the ring before they start announcing them. It felt weird whenever Lillian did it. Whenever Justin Roberts did it, it sounded all right or good. The only thing I didn't like about Justin Roberts was that he put so much emphasis on John Cena.
That and this is a Divas match.
Dude,
It was
dude,
always
that
like
made-
you got to go up and down with Divas.
Well, dude, you don't know if you're gonna get a hit or a miss.
Another thing, Ross Food, when he was doing his cheap pop and cheap heat of the week for smarkcomweb.com, when he pointed out how he used to say championship, how it was always championship.
wait, what's his face used to say that? Huh.
Roberts.
At first I didn't realize, like, when I said Josh Roberts, I thought it was like Josh Matthews, but then I was like, wait, they already got rid of Matthews. No, the announcer. And
Yeah,
then
Justin Roberts.
yeah, and I was like, oh damn, that sucks, because I actually like him. It's gonna be, I don't know, did they say who's gonna replace him?
Supposedly Lillian is going to be doing Raw, and Eden is going to be doing SmackDown.
I have no idea how Eden is. I've never heard her, so it's gonna be interesting.
Eh.
As long as it's not JoJo. I do not like it when JoJo does it because she's like the following contest.
You just said you like JoJo. Make your fucking
Yeah.
mind up.
No,
Like
no,
her
no,
or do you
no.
hate her?
Did I say I hate her? Did I say I like her?
Yeah, you said that she was pretty good.
No, she sucks. I don't know why I said that now. Maybe I was thinking of someone else. No, I was thinking Lillian. No, I don't like her. My bad. I didn't realize I said that. Yeah, my bad. Sorry about that. My bad, guys. Sorry.
What else do we have here? Daniel Bryan's going to have another surgery. He's going to miss even more time. That sucks. He's not going to be around for the Royal Rumble, and I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be going to the Royal Rumble this year, and I was really kind of expecting to have that pop happen, so
Yeah, that's a.
fuck.
Yeah, it's a thing. Well, there you go.
I'm glad I got to witness him winning the title once because I don't think I'm ever going to see him again. I've got a feeling he's done.
Like wrestling, or
Totally.
He's going to be out over a year. And
Um,
if he's already had one surgery and that's a complication, what about if he has this one and there's another complication?
well, the thing is,
He's fragile as hell now.
usually the surgery he's getting is a Tommy John surgery, and it's mainly a baseball surgery. I've never heard of a wrestler having to get it, but usually pitchers get it, and that's usually because they lose feeling in their arm and like they lose strength in their arm, like Bryan has said has happened. Some pitchers, usually for pitchers, because they're always throwing the ball, it takes them about a year, but field positions, it only takes them about 6 months. I don't know how long Bryan would be out, but I would guess it'd be more along the lines of 6 months because of rehab and getting it back up to strength. But the thing is, most people who have had Tommy John surgery, usually they go back to just as like they had just as much strength in their elbow and their arm after the surgery, and some people believe that it actually increases like the speed of a pitch, making it in the baseball lingo. It's to the point where some parents of teenagers will go to a doctor and ask them if they can have the surgery with the possibility of making their kids pitch faster or something like that. So some people believe it's actually helpful, but I've never seen it done on a wrestler before, so it should be. We'll have to see what happens, but I don't know if he'll be out as long as you think he will. But hopefully he's not, because it's just gonna be weird now when he comes back. Because they really took
He's
him out.
He's done as far as title contention goes.
Well, at least for the first while he comes back. We'll have to see what he does when he gets back. I mean, by the time he's back, there's a good possibility the Authority is going to be done by then. I think they're going to break up at around WrestleMania time next year. or something along those lines. They can't be here for too much longer. So we'll just have to wait and see when he returns. But it's just gonna see if he has that momentum he had with the Yes Movement and all that stuff. It's gonna be a year that he's at the least he'll be out for, and unless he does a surprise and shows up way before he's expected, then it might take him a while to get to back up. If I don't know, if I was WWE, I'd put him in like a mid card role when he comes back. There's no need for him to be in a title picture. They have so many people.
I personally would. I mean, if you like say return him on a Chicago show or you return him in a New York show, imagine the pop he's going to get.
What about the Rhode Island show where he turned on the Wyatts? I mean, he could have good. Like one of the best reactions ever there. Yeah, I mean, you just have to do it at the right place at the right time. If they did it at the Rumble, it's in Philadelphia, correct, Mango?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, Philadelphia, usually they're a good crowd.
They've got I don't know if he's going to be back or not, or if he should be back health-wise, but if he does come back, they need to make it a big deal and see how much he's got left in the tank.
Oh, he's going to have a lot left in the tank. Bryan, he's one of the most in-shape wrestlers. Even though he doesn't look like it, because it looked like he has like that skinny fat ass thing that Punk had, but no, like Bryan probably is the best diet out of all of them because of his vegan thing. So he's
not been vegan for like a year or two.
Well, no, he did. Well, no, he doesn't eat like.
And vegans are normally fucking sick.
Dude, he eats eggs. That's really all he eats. Okay.
I'm pretty sure he eats pretty much anything these days.
No, I've heard.
I'm not gonna call Vince and be like, "Hey, what's Daniel Bryan eating today?" True. I think he's eating some eggs today.
Well, I do have that insider with him because I do have a very good personal relationship with Vince McMahon.
But I hate him. He doesn't even eat meat.
He doesn't have that look that I want. He doesn't have that right back look. Oh God. But we.
All right. Well, if Daniel Bryan does return at the Royal Rumble, awesome. If not, then God damn it.
Just remember, a couple years ago, Mango was all like, "Oh man, I don't understand why people like Daniel Bryan. I don't understand why people are so hyped about him."
I still maintain that during that time period, Daniel Bryan sucked.
I don't understand. Well, I mean, I didn't really watch wrestling around that time. But when I came back, I didn't even know who Daniel Bryan was. And as soon as I came back right after he won the heavyweight championship, I was like, dude, this guy's fucking awesome.
He sucked so much when people were building him up. Everybody's like, yeah, did you see that match with Jericho? And I'm like, yeah, he did a suicide dive. So what?
God.
And they're like, yeah, but this is Daniel Bryan doing a suicide dive. And I'm like, yeah, well, who fucking cares? Like,
I am of the opinion that he was fucking awesome then, and go fuck yourself.
I mean, I like I said, I haven't seen much of him. I've only seen certain matches from like 2010 to 2011 of him. But from what I saw, I thought I was pleased. I mean, he wasn't putting on 25-minute classics, but for what he had,
I was team Alex Riley that whole season.
That's your own fucking fault, though. All
Wait,
right?
Was he? No, he wasn't in that first season.
No, he was in the second season. No, Bryan was in first season with Barrett.
Season 1 was Bad News Barrett, Wade Barrett, Daniel Bryan,
David Otunga,
Skip Sheffield,
David Otunga, Heath
Slater, Michael Tarver. And,
wait, Darren Young? No, I don't think Darren Young was in season 1, was he?
No, he was because he was with CM Punk.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
dude, was Otunga? Wait, was Otunga in season 1? Yeah, he was. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was all the next.
Otunga was actually one of the favorites to win that.
I think I actually might have been rooting for Otunga now that I'm thinking about that.
God, dude, just think about that. Somehow Daniel Bryan got the most out of all of that. It's fucking weird.
That episode, the episode 1 of NXT was the Get Daniel Bryan Over show. They chose him as the favorite from the get-go.
I didn't even watch NXT, so dude, you lost me.
Why the fuck do you have an opinion?
No, it's just like when you look at them and you're just kind of like, man, Daniel Bryan did it.
I like Barrett. Barrett was good.
What? Right.
Let's move on to another thing about injuries and time frames being out and all that. There was a rumor going around. Orton sort of squashed it, but you never know. That Orton might be starting to work a limited house show schedule and kind of starting to wind down his career a little bit. I haven't really seen evidence to this or evidence to the contrary necessarily, but I know Orton said in the past that he wasn't going to be wrestling for, until he's 40 something years old and stuff. So he's getting up there a little bit in his age. He's not, needs to retire anytime soon, but you get to a certain point where you're going to want to stop doing those house shows. And Orton's probably at that point now. So I wouldn't be surprised if this ended up happening. What about you guys?
I went... Oh, you go.
He's very much a young veteran. He's like not the oldest guy there, but he's been around for fucking ever. And ever since he took that nasty bump where he fucked his shoulder up, I don't know if you guys remember it, it was against Triple H. He went for the RKO and Triple H pushed him over the top rope and he broke his collarbone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I remember that.
Well, ever since that, before every match, I think he has to spend an hour preparing his shoulder.
Yeah, because he's afraid he's going to dislocate it.
Yeah, he has to do major prep work before he wrestles now. So I can't blame him. You've only got so many, as JR likes to say, bumps on your bump card. So he just shouldn't work a higher schedule. He's paid his dues. He's more than paid his dues. I'm fine with him working a limited schedule. And I know this whole part-time shit gets a bad rep, but I'm fine with the guys that should go on part-time. If they've earned it, they've earned it.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. When I went to a live show back in September, I didn't see Randy Orton then, so I highly doubt that's when these rumors came up. But I didn't see him then, so that's one thing. But yeah, when it comes to people going part time, if they deserve it, then yeah, I don't know if RVD really deserves it because he shows up for a couple months then disappears. I mean, fuck, he disappeared and didn't even recognize it.
That guy's paid his fucking dues for decades in the business. He's
yeah,
got more
other
right than anyone.
Yeah, for other companies.
He's got as much right as anyone else. He's got more rights than Randy Orton.
Okay. I don't know about that. But
He's got more weed than Randy Orton at the very least.
Yeah. I mean, did you see that Money in the Bank briefcase?
Well, I gave Orton a bag of weed and he shit in it.
So, yeah, I mean, I think he rightfully deserves it. I don't know if he should work a part-time schedule, but I think if you just show it for Raw and SmackDown, and just do interviews in your free time, I don't think that should take too much out on one's body. So I think he'd be perfectly able to do that. It's just 2 shows a week and then occasionally a pay-per-view once a month. That's not that big of a deal. It's just the Brock Lesnar thing. He shows up whenever he wants to. That something like that. No.
When you on your own name can bring in a $1 million buy, sorry, bring $1 million. No, let me rephrase that. 1 million fans. If you can draw 1 million on pay-per-view, then you earn the right to do what the fuck you want.
What pay-per-view was that?
Every fucking pay-per-view he's ever headlined as a mixed martial artist, and that alone...
As a mixed martial artist, okay.
Yeah, and that does transfer over because all those people that went to the UFC pay-per-views for him came from WWE in the first place.
I thought you were
that guy is a main event brand, so we're getting off topic here, but as far as guys that deserve it, Brock deserves it because he makes all the money.
Yeah, but no. I thought you were referencing that he brings in millions of fans every pay-per-view in the WWE, and I was like, I don't know about that, but yeah, I could definitely. I mean, but yeah, for UFC, yeah, definitely. I mean, fuck you. When he was, he was one of the people that helped UFC get really fucking popular back in 07, 08, 09. I recall it. Everyone was like, man, have you guys seen this UFC thing? Getting really fucking popular around that time. So, and that was one of the only reasons why I watched UFC was because Brock was in it. And it was like, yeah, I was a Brock fan before you guys, fuckers.
So how about that Randy Orton, huh?
That Randy Orton. He's alright. He's okay. Part-time, why not?
Yeah, he's no Brock Lesnar, right?
Yeah, no, but he does an RKO, though.
Hey, did you hear about that Brock Lesnar, though? This is fucking good shit.
Let's talk about those vines for a little bit, though. Those vines are fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he's gone viral with that. It's awesome. The RKO out of nowhere. My favorite one is the kid that falls off the jungle gym thing.
My favorite one is the one where, this guy's, jumping on, top of, storage units, and then... They pauses it, and he goes, that's when he knew that Randy was there. And he fucking hits his head on it.
Yeah, because the original one, it goes, that's when, let's say the guy's name's John, that's when Johnny knew he done fucked up, or something like that. Oh, there's a new one where he RKO's a giraffe. It's fucking sweet.
Yeah, that one. And then he gets on the tree thing at the end of it.
When we're done this episode of Smack Talk, I'm totally checking out more of them.
I saw some stunner ones too. I was like, damn, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, there's a Shawn Michaels one out there too.
Oh yeah, I saw that one as well.
I love the internet.
I think the Shawn Michaels one was I think it was a baseball one, honestly. I
I
think
came across an article earlier that said Randy Orton is RKOing the entire internet.
Oh no, that someone's gonna make a picture of him RKOing the internet.
Right, just a
That-
pure.
That's something Mike Payton would put as his profile picture on Skype.
That or Bob Saget. Let's see what other hot tags we have here. WWE Network is going to be running 30-second advertisements at the end of their shows in between different programs and some commercials before certain on-demand content as well. Makes sense, and I can't fault them for it, especially because they need that revenue because they haven't hit that subscriber mark yet. But it is kind of disappointing that they did it so damn fast.
Yeah, I know, Mango. I mean, it fucks you over completely, right?
Yeah, with my non-subscription.
Yes. But
Yeah, I'm totally the type of person that has ad block on all the time and all that other kind of stuff. So,
Yeah.
I watch those Hulu ads that say, "Sorry, we can't run the commercial. Can you just sit here for 30 seconds?" And I'm
Yeah,
like, "That's fine. I'd rather have 30 seconds of silence than a 30-second Chevrolet commercial or something."
Yeah, that's when you just pull out your phone, like, oh, what's going on?
Right.
I mean, fuck, dude. It's only 30 seconds, and it's in between each show. It's not like they're stopping the show like right before an RKO by Randy Orton to do an advertisement.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's not bad.
Yeah,
But it is kind of annoying that they couldn't even go 1 year without it, you know?
Well, I don't know. Did Hulu go 1 year without doing it?
I don't know. Fuck Hulu.
Fuck Alec Baldwin. But I mean, I don't see it as that big of a deal. I mean, I watch the network, not every day, but twice, 2 or 3 times a week, and that's something like that doesn't really bother me. I'm on YouTube all the time. I deal with fucking ads for every video.
Use ad block, you fucking loser.
Dude, I'm a dweeb. There's a difference.
I think you're more of a spaz.
Nah, I think spaz is a compliment.
I think he's more of a Gomez. As far as I'm concerned on this, I'm surprised it took him this long. I thought it was just going to be there from the get-go.
You don't think they're going to end up going down this slippery slope?
It could get worse, and if it does, and it disrupts my viewing that much, then I'll worry about it at the time. But right now, the only reason I'm signed up for the network is cheap pay-per-views.
Yeah, that's the only reason why anyone is, so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's pretty much the only reason that people are on there. If they didn't have the pay-per-views, I don't think they'd have, even 100,000 subscribers.
I would not subscribe unless it had the pay-per-views. That is the value package of it all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One more hot tag here. There's a rumor that Batista is going to play Hinx, one of the new villains in the James Bond film that's going to be coming out. I'm a huge James Bond fan, and Skyfall was a step in somewhat of the right direction. They had a lot of things that I really, really liked about that movie, but this whole Daniel Craig series has been very much stepping away from the Bond series, which I haven't really liked. So when they announced that they were going to have another big, gimmicky villain in the interest of Oddjob or Jaws or whatever, that instantly gave me, reason to give this a thumbs up. And Batista playing the part, I don't know about that. He did a better job in Guardians of the Galaxy than I was expecting. So I'm more up for him being a Bond villain than ever before. But I still kind of think that maybe there's better people out there. And that remains to be seen. It's a rumor right now that he will get the part. But if he does, I can imagine it couldn't be that disastrous or anything. And maybe it'll end up being great. So, as a Bond fan and a wrestling fan, I usually don't suggest wrestlers to be actors in different movies, but I'll sign off positive on this one. What do you guys think?
I'm perfectly fine with this. As far as Guardians of the Galaxy goes, he did very, very well in that, and better than I ever thought he would. So I'm going to give him the opportunity. I'm not the biggest Bond fan, so if he does stink up the joint, I'm probably just going to be sitting there laughing at all the people who are upset anyway.
All the me's.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, Don's going to be going, "Hey, Tony, great movie," except it wasn't.
Thoughts, Drew?
My turn to speak? Well, Yeah, like I mean, his performance in Guardians of the Galaxy went over well. I mean, he didn't do much in Hollywood before that, and I think that performance led to great opportunities like this. I mean, if he's able to cash in on it, I mean, shoot, he might be able to pull in bigger roles than I don't know Dwayne Gretzky. So it'll be interesting. I don't know. Do you guys really consider the Fast and the Furious like a huge role for Dwayne?
Yeah,
Because
kind
people
of.
like, well, I mean, yeah, it was a big series, but I feel like Guardians of the Galaxy trumped whatever The Rock did. I don't know. I feel like something like that did. Maybe I'm just weird, or
Well,
maybe I
I'm
just
gonna put
never
it
liked
this way:
Fast
look
and
at
Furious.
Batista's fucking paycheck and look at The Rock's paycheck, and you tell me who's doing better.
Yeah, except
See,
true.
Guardians
Good
of the
point.
Galaxy is a much bigger movie than the Fast and the Furious ones are, but The Rock was the star of the Fast and the Furious movies when he came on. Like, he wasn't the main character necessarily, but they built him up as like, this one's got the fucking Rock in it.
Yeah, Batista just represents the autistic demographic.
Good point. Yeah, good point.
Batista, you get saddled in a Marvel movie, you're not the star. Marvel is.
I see.
And he was, fourth billing, maybe at best. Fifth billing, even more so. Because you got Chris Pratt, you got Zoe Saldana, everybody fucking loves Groot. A lot of people loving Rocket Raccoon. And then it's like, oh yeah, and then the other guy. So it did give him a huge boost for his career, but it's nowhere near in comparison to The Rock. I mean, The Rock's going to be playing Black Adam in a Captain Marvel movie, and people are going to care more about that than Batista.
A good point.
And Captain Adam sucks. So, all right, those are the hot tags of the week, guys. We're going to take a little bit of a break in the rest hold, and we're going to come back, answer those mailbag questions, go through Call the Spot, hit you with a little bit of an outro and some fantasy league stuff, and then we will say good night.